Hi guys, welcome to Experts Edge. We are here with our initiative SecureCAT 2021. My name is Gaurav, and today in our video we are going to cover the main idea of the passage, a subtopic of the reading comprehension section for the VRC section of CAT exam. Starting off with our concept for today, let's try to understand what exactly is the meaning of the main idea of passage, this topic. Starting off with the definition. What exactly is the main idea of the passage? Now, first of all, we have to understand that a passage, whatever is there before us, is a piece of literature. It is written by a human being, of course. And when writing a certain RC passage or anything, the author, the writer, has a certain goal in mind. He is writing or she is writing it with a certain motivation, with a certain intent. So, the main idea of the passage is going to be the intent with which the author has written what is there before us. As the definition says, the main idea can be called as a one-liner which tells us the intent of the author when writing the passage. We have a crucial word here, or a couple of words. One-liner, it is expected that the main idea is concise, expressed in a single sentence, not extending beyond that, and that it should cover the entire passage. Generally, in a CAT exam, we have a typical RC passage extending up to 4 paragraphs, 400 to 500 words, and covered in 4 different paragraphs. So, the main idea should be concerned with the entire RC passage, as we can see. You cannot have the main idea talking or dealing only with a fragment or a portion of the RC passage. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट अस से वी ऑल वॉच मूवीज, हम सब मूवीज देखते हैं. तो अगर आप कोई मूवी देख के आते हैं एंड आफ्टर दैट योर फ्रेंड हु हैज नॉट वॉच्ड इट आस्क्स यू अबाउट इट, तो आप जब उसे पूरी स्टोरी बता दें तो होपफुली एक्सेप्ट द सस्पेंस पार्ट असाइड, आप उसे पूरी स्टोरी बताना प्रेफर करते हैं. एंड इफ देयर इज नो सस्पेंस, नो थ्रिलर इन्वॉल्व्ड, देन यू एंड अप टॉकिंग टू हिम अबाउट द एंटायर मूवी एज सच. यू डिस्क्राइब द एंटायर मूवी टू हिम, what all happened, how the story proceeded, and of course the end, the climax. So similarly, the main idea should be talking about the entire RC passage. So please take note of it, very important concept. Next, it can be specific or generic. Let's say you have an RC passage before you talking about the Facebook, the workplace policies at Facebook, or maybe how Facebook was founded, how it does its business, and so on and so forth. Now we can have different options before us. A particular option may be talking specifically only about Facebook, or it may mention social media companies without naming Facebook. Now please keep in mind, depending on the language of the passage and the wording of the option, it can be or cannot be the answer. You cannot eliminate an option saying that while the RC passage dealt with Facebook, I cannot see the word Facebook in the option, so it cannot be my answer. No. You cannot go so hard and fast. You have to take into account the entire implication of that option. So even if it says social media companies and the author has expressed that the policies at Facebook are similarly followed in other companies as well, thus the answer option can legitimately say social media companies. All right. Moving ahead, now that we have understood what is central idea, let's try to take a look at how can we arrive at it. It is equally important. It is given here that it can be arrived at from summaries of individual paragraphs. As I said, let's say we have an RC passage before us. Please read the first paragraph. It can be composed of 5, 6, 7 sentences, whatever. If it is a long one, 10, 12 sentences. And after that, you can be asked, or let's say try to frame the entire gist of it in one single sentence. Let's say it is central idea of the first paragraph, CI1. Similarly, for the second, the third, and the fourth, each one a condensed sentence dealing with their particular paragraph. Now, our main idea of the entire passage will be nothing but a cumulative sum of all these four expressed in, once again, a single sentence. The central idea, the sentence that you come up with, should be something that is consistent with all these four. All these four summed up should lead naturally to this. You cannot have this talking about some point, some direction, and these four in some other direction. No. All of these should be coherent, consistent with each other. Moving ahead. Coming to the framing, we discussed about trying to come up with the central idea, the main idea of the passage. Now, let's look at each individual step that may be involved in trying to arrive at the central main idea. How do we go about doing it? Now, RC passage, but natural. What is the first thing that is expected of you? Read the entire passage. Extremely important step. Now, of course, not a lot of people like reading an entire 400-500 word RC passage. यहां पर एक एग्जांपल लीजिए. आपने जैसे मूवी देखी है कोई, आपके फ्रेंड को आपको मूवी के बारे में बताना है. Now imagine instead of watching the entire 2.5 hour portion, आपने पहले 15 मिनट देखे, बीच के 15 मिनट देखे, and maybe closing 15 minutes देखे. Would you be able to relate the movie and its storyline as well to your friend? Of course not. आपको पूरी मूवी जब आप देखेंगे तभी आप उन्हें पूरी मूवी का नैरेटिव, पूरा सेंट्रल आइडिया दे पाएंगे. The same is applicable to our question, to our RC passages also. Given that there is a lot at stake, we have a very important exam that you would be preparing for. So, even though this may appear to be a tedious task, please keep in mind it has the key to unlock 4 or even 5 questions for you. You read the passage once, it can open all the 4 or 5 questions for you. So, read it carefully, read it with complete mindfulness. Then second, as we discussed earlier, we will try to frame the central idea of each paragraph and then later on club those together to form the central idea of entire passage. So that we would like to call as pre-thinking. Before going to the question, before analyzing the option, try to think by yourself. आपने मूवी देखी, आपको एक सिंगल सेंटेंस में वो कन्वे करना है. What was the movie Three Idiots about? The central idea behind it is that there is much more to life defined other than success, or chase excellence, not just material monetary benefits, something like that. Try to pre-think it. It may not be a completely grammatically correct sentence, okay, but something that captures the gist of the entire passage. And then lastly, it is an RC passage. Of course, you have the question, 4 or 5 options given to you. We will start off with eliminating the incorrect answer options. Eliminate all incorrect options. We are human beings. I believe that we are genetically or biologically much better engineered to find flaws in something. मैं आपको बोलूं किसी चीज में अच्छाई ढूंढी है, उससे पहले आपके दिमाग में उस चीज के बारे में 4 बुराइयां पहले ही आ चुकी होगी. Let's take that ability, let's take that strength and apply it to a question. Eliminate what is wrong there. Naturally, we will arrive at the best possible answer option before us. जिसमें सबसे कम बुराई है, वो शायद हमारा आंसर है. Okay? Moving ahead. Let's take a look at what kind of options, the different categories of options that can come before us. The first category is an option which can be out of scope of the passage. Let's take an example. We have an RC passage of 4 paragraphs. The first one is introducing to us what happened last year in 2020. Coronavirus pandemic happened, entire countries went into lockdown, and so on and so forth. So the first paragraph is introducing us to the COVID-19 pandemic that is happening or that happened, and the different phenomena, the different changes that started taking place in the world. In the second paragraph onwards, the author may start off with telling us what happened in India. The central government imposed a lockdown in March, started off with it for a 2 or 3 month. Okay. So the second paragraph is detailing what exactly the lockdown in India looked like, and also its advantages, that thankfully, because people were staying home, the pandemic did not spread like a wildfire as it may have done in other countries. And then in the third paragraph, however, the author then comes to the problems, the difficulties caused by the lockdown, caused to the general public, the cons, the losses caused by the lockdown, migrant crisis, people losing their livelihoods, families split from each other, so on and so forth. And then lastly, the author concluding with some remark that it is a dynamic situation and governments and public must react to it or adapt to it accordingly in the best interest of everyone. Okay. Now, the question before you might be, what is the central idea of such a passage? And one of the answer options is talking about the lockdown situation or the response to lockdown in USA, United States of America. Now, as we can see, the entire passage was telling us about Indian situation, and the answer option is talking about American. Clearly, it is not in the scope of a passage. The author has stuck to Indian context, not gone beyond it. Hence, you cannot say anything about what may have happened in USA. It goes out of consideration. Such an answer option should be eliminated. Next, I hope you are with me so far. Coming to the next category. As we saw here, we have one paragraph talking about the advantages. There is another paragraph talking about the difficulties or the disadvantages of the lockdown. Now, one of our answer options may be talking only about the difficulties caused by lockdown to the general public. Let's say the answer option is saying the lockdown in India was a cause of great distress to the Indian common man. That's it. Can that be the main idea, the central idea of the passage? Of course not, because it is completely missing out on this very important part of the passage. It is only partially covering, partial in scope. Hence, it cannot be an answer option. Moving ahead. Next category. An answer option which goes opposite to what the author is trying to say. In our example here, we have seen the author telling us what the Indian government has done for the COVID-19 pandemic. And let's say we have an answer option saying that the central government of India has utterly failed and done nothing to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, it is going completely opposite to what the passage is trying to tell you. The passage has told us about certain steps taken by the government, and the option says government did nothing. Hence, it cannot be an answer option. It is clearly false, not even true. And then lastly, the most tricky of option category, inconsistent one. Example, here in this passage, the author has only described in a very mature, balanced tone what happened in India. That's it. He has neither praised nor criticized the Indian government. But let's say we have an answer option which puts the author in a position where he is praising the government. That the author believes the government of India did an excellent job in handling the pandemic. Not true. Because of the word excellent job, nowhere has the author dwelled into that. The author has described what kind of job the government has done. So because of that one word, or rather couple of words here, excellent job, the option becomes inconsistent with what the author is telling us. It comes very close to what the passage is talking about, but then takes off. Okay? So that is why it cannot be an answer option. So these four categories generally encompass the basis with which you can eliminate the different answer options before you and hopefully arrive at the correct choice. Next up, let's take a look at how the question of main idea, central idea may be phrased in front of you. These are a few examples. Please note that at the start we said main idea is the intent of the passage. Who can have an intent? The author. The author intended something and then wrote the passage. The motivation with which he wrote the passage. Hence, we can also club the main idea, central idea questions with the primary purpose of the passage, primary purpose of the author. Okay, for all practical purposes, both are one and the same. Okay, guys, I hope that you have read the passage and understood its meaning, what the author is trying to convey. Coming to the first paragraph, let's proceed stepwise. Try to determine the central idea of each paragraph and then arrive at the central idea of the entire RC passage. Taking into account the first paragraph, what does it say? It tells us that activism by women, a reform carried out by women, which kind? It is given to us in a particular period, the time period between 1893 and the Second World War. A particular category of women tried to reform the society. And what category was that? They were white, middle class women in United States of America for the given time period. What did they do? They worked a lot and won a variety of victories. In what? Trying to improve the working conditions for women and children. So the first paragraph is saying that women reformers, white, middle class, women reformers succeeded in a few reforms. Please note there is one keyword here. This word that I have circled, though. What do keywords like though, although, however, but, they serve to act as a kind of transition. If let us say the author has been saying or talking about a concept A, a point A, and then he uses the word though, however, then the sentence that follows it, let's say B, is going to be a sort of contrast to A. That is the purpose of words like though, however, but. Without these, the narrative flow would sound very inconsistent. A sudden switch when you are saying A and then suddenly you start talking about a different opposite point of view B might not seem very consistent. Okay, so for that, these are the tools that the author employs and which we can use for our advantage when reading an RC passage. Here, where the author has used it in the first few sentences, in the first few lines, the author has told us about women reformers working successfully for reforms in USA for the given time period. But what was the case? That they were largely disenfranchised. That is, they did not have a lot of voting power or even the rights to vote or participate in elections, except maybe at school level. Nothing significant. In spite of that, what had happened? They succeeded. White middle class women reformers won a variety of victories in carrying out certain reforms. So that gives us our first main point. Coming to the second paragraph now. What does it say? We have another transition word used here, ironically. To reinforce it, another one, though. What happened? This is coming right after the sentence which is telling us about the success of these white women reformers. But in spite of this, what happened? a certain legislation, a certain rule or a reform in the society, what happened? It made women of two different categories pitted against each other, sort of rivals, competing against each other. What happened here? That to the reformers, to these women, child labor, whether it is happening at work or in industries, it used to be considered one and the same. For them, it was equally inhumane, equally bad, and hence must be treated in the same way. But what is happening here? A number of working class mothers did not always share this view. Women reformers, the white middle class women, think that child labor legislation should be brought, certain changes must be brought, but working class mothers do not share this view. Why? Because they want children to keep working, because the working class are not always financially good. They want as many members of the household working and contributing to the income of the home. But it has been given, the author tells us what happened. In spite of these desperate need by working class families, reformers did not understand this resistance. The author has made it very clear, this shortcoming on the part of reformers, that they did not understand this one particular desperate need of working class families. They carried on with their agenda, with their own set of beliefs, while the ground reality seemed to be something different. So the main point that we can jot down here for the second paragraph is that women reformers and working class families did not agree with what? On the subject of child labor. These are the two main points that we can glean from the two paragraphs. That women reformers worked for the welfare of society. They even succeeded in a few places. However, with one particular area, child labor legislation, they did not succeed. Or rather, they were pitted, they found opposition from women themselves, but from a different category. Clubbing this two, let's try to arrive at a main idea, central idea on our own. As I said earlier, it may not be a grammatically correct sentence on its own, a rough construction that we are comfortable with. Clubbing this two, pre-thinking before going to the option. We do not have the options before us. What is the central idea that we have come up with on our own? That women reformers, white women preferably, although successful in a few areas, found, or rather let's say did not agree with working class families on child labor, on the rules governing child labor. If you are still wondering why the opposition between women reformers and the working class families was there, please remember that whenever legislations come, whenever stricter rules come, they act as a form of disincentive, as a way to discourage people indulging in that very act. So maybe before this legislation came, if you had 100 families engaging child labor at their home or maybe in their factories, maybe after this legislation, the figure may have come down to 75. So 25 children lost their job, which is of course a cause of worry for the 25 working class families, because they want all of the members working as much as possible. So Keeping this pre-think central idea in mind, let's now walk through the options. Please go through the 4 options that are before you. Then we will try to eliminate and arrive at the correct choice. Coming to the first option, the primary purpose of the passage is, primary purpose of the author, explain why women reformers of the progressive era, failed to achieve their goals. Now, this word is something that we are not very comfortable with here. Why? Because in the very first paragraph, the author has conceded that, these women reformers won a variety of victories. They found opposition in one particular area, but in other areas they succeeded. But what is option A telling us? That they failed to achieve their entire goal set, which is wrong. This is something that goes opposite to the passage. One of the categories that we saw in option elimination, incorrect choices, that the passage is going in one direction and the answer option is trying to take you in the completely opposite direction. That is why we eliminate this. Next, discuss the origins of child labor laws in the late 19th and earlier 20th centuries. Now, this seems to be something beyond the scope of the passage. We are told that there was some kind of disagreement regarding child labor laws, but nowhere has the author given us any idea about the origins. The author is not saying that when this legislation was brought in, this started happening, this opposition, this fight, this disagreement. No. We only know that the disagreement regarding the law happened, nothing about the origin. Hence, be also out of scope. Not covered in the passage, we do not have sufficient info. Next, C. Compare the living conditions of working class and middle class women. Now, this is where this single word changes the implication of the option. Compare the living condition. Not really. What has the author done? Largely through the medium of second paragraph, he has told us about the disagreement between the working class women and the women social reformers of the white community. He is not comparing the living conditions. He is pitting the opinions of the two categories against each other. That is why this is something which is inconsistent with what the passage or what the author is trying to tell us. Hence, eliminated. Of course, out of 4, we have eliminated 3. You might be tempted to go for the 4th. Let's take one last look at why it might be the correct answer. Discuss an oversight. Oversight meaning something that you fail to pay attention to. Something that has missed your attention. Something that you have not been able to understand properly. That is meant by oversight. So discuss something which women reformers failed to understand. Failed to understand in the progressive era. Of course, yes, in this second paragraph, they failed to understand the need of working class families to have their children working. Did not agree with working class families. And we are given here, reformers rarely understood this resistance by working class families. Hence, option D becomes the right choice. I hope this gives you a good and clear idea about how to arrive at the answer. Thank you.